Hello everyone, this is Chop It Up Hoops with your pal Sal. Let's get right to it. The Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns played last night, but that isn't the best of it. The best of it was Klay Thompson and Devin Booker got in a heated exchange last night, which resulted in Klay Thompson actually getting ejected from the game for his first time in his NBA career. Now, what does that mean? Does it mean that he was trying to find some fuel to get going because he only had 2 points up until that point? Or is he actually frustrated by their 2-2 start and feels that the team is underachieving? You know, when you're winning championships like the Golden State Warriors have, they've been to 5 consecutive finals from 2015 to 2019. They've won 4 titles in the last 8 years. Can you say dynasty? Can it get a little bit boring? Now, when I say boring, I don't mean they don't want to win championships. When I say boring, I mean maybe you need something to fuel you. Maybe establishing this rivalry between Phoenix and Golden State is the fuel that they just need, especially with Klay Thompson. You know, maybe him and Devin Booker having the rivalry within the rivalry will give them the edge that they need to push themselves to another championship season. That's what we call MJ mode. MJ mode, basically, if MJ won 6 titles, but at the same time, he always found the rivalry within the rivalry. So if there was something that he heard someone say, Michael Jordan would take that personal and he would use that as fuel to drop 50 on that team. He would use it as fuel to win a series. He would use it as fuel to win the championship. And maybe that's something Klay Thompson is taking a page from Michael Jordan's book to try and find fuel because of the fact that they've won 4 championships. I mean, they're right now 2-2, which puts them as a number 8 seed in the Western Conference right now. With that being said, let's roll to some of the young teams I've been talking about who are on top of the Western Conference. You have the Portland Trailblazers that are still undefeated, and the New Orleans Pelicans, who beat the Dallas Mavericks last night, 111-113, without Zion or Brandon Ingram in the lineup. So that's pretty impressive for one game. Would that happen in a series? No. But I think that until Luka Doncic learns to stop being ball dominant and learn to move without the ball, it's going to make it hard. He is the core that runs the whole offense, and they can't do anything without him. Do I would find ways to adjust if something does happen to him? Yes, but Luka Doncic last night, he lost by 2 and he dropped 37, 11 rebounds and 7 assists. That just shows you that his usage rate in scoring is good, but at the same time, the amount of time that the ball is in his hands versus everybody else makes it a little bit difficult to kind of get a flow in the game and keep that ball moving, like the Golden State Warriors and even the San Antonio Spurs, which are number 4 right now in the Western standings because of the fact that they're probably the leading team in assists. So I know that a lot of times I'm talking about the West because the West is always heavy. You have so many good teams in the West, unlike the East. The East has their core group that's always going to make it to the finals and also into the playoffs. So that's essentially why I don't talk about them. But today I am going to talk about them. Let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers with Donovan Mitchell. They are really doing a great job over there. They're 2-1 right now. That trade between Utah and the Cleveland Cavaliers was a good trade. Silas and the GMs knew what they were doing because they are getting a leader from Donovan Mitchell. And off the bat, he is leading this team. And you can tell he has the minds of the team, and he knows that they're ready to play for him. Donovan Mitchell at the helm is going to make them a formidable team in the Eastern Conference this year. And we'll just see how they do moving forward as the season progresses. The Milwaukee Bucks are doing really well. They're number 1 right now in the Eastern Conference. And I said Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, 76ers, Miami Heat. Those are the 4 that are usually there. I hear people say, well, what about the Brooklyn Nets? The Brooklyn Nets are formidable, but at the same time, if KD and Kyrie Irving have to continue to just prop up the team and there's no support outside of those 2 guys, they're going to have a hard time pushing their way into the playoffs. Let's talk about the games going on tonight. Cleveland Cavaliers facing my favorite team, the Orlando Magic. Even though they are 0-4, they are a good young team. I'm always going to be optimistic with the Orlando Magic. So we'll see how that transpires. Like the game that I'll be watching tonight is the Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks. The Nets are 1-2 right now. The Milwaukee Bucks haven't lost a game. So that will be the game to watch, and I will definitely have my ears and my eyes plugged on the TV watching the game. San Antonio plays the Timberwolves again tonight. So we'll see how that transpires. The Timberwolves got crushed by them the other day, and hopefully that won't be the same case tonight, but we will see. In the late game, we got the Lakers and the Nuggets. Lakers 0-3, Nuggets 2-2, and you got LeBron averaging 27 points, 0.3 a game, and Luka Doncic averaging 20, 10, and 9 assists. He's almost averaging a triple-double this season so far. So we need Jamal Murray to pick up the slack and do a little bit more scoring and carrying the load, because Luka, he's a big guy, but carrying the load, once again, for any superstar on the team, he does need the support, just like LeBron. LeBron is one of the season leaders right now in points per game. At the same time, he's 36 years old. So somebody please help LeBron. If you like what you heard, like, subscribe, comment, and share. This is Chop It Up Hoops with your pal Sal. God bless and be kind.